Why was Latin America so politically unstable after independence? Imagine waking up in a new country, full of hope but also facing a mountain of problems. That's what many Latin American nations experienced after gaining independence. The roots of their political instability go way back to their colonial past. For centuries, Spain and Portugal controlled the region, centralizing power in the hands of a few wealthy landowners called Creoles. They kept the indigenous peoples, Africans, and women out of politics, creating social hierarchies that lasted long after independence. When the colonies became countries, they struggled to build governments that included everyone. Without experience or institutions for democracy, power stayed concentrated among elites, leading to tensions and conflicts over who should rule and how. Another big issue was the fight for control among different groups. Regions, social classes, and political ideas often clashed, causing chaos. Some wanted strong central governments, while others believed power should be shared with local regions. These disagreements led to civil wars and constant changes in leadership. Countries like Argentina and Mexico saw many leaders come and go, often through violence. The rise of Caudillos, or strong military leaders, added to the instability. These leaders often emerged during the chaos of independence wars. They used personal charisma, military force, and alliances with local elites to take control. While some gained support from the people, their rule was usually authoritarian and personal. This meant that institutions remained weak and violence kept flaring up. Caudillismo became a common feature in Latin American politics, reflecting how society was divided and fragmented at the time. Economic troubles also played a big role. The wars disrupted trade and hurt economies, leaving countries in debt and short on money. They lacked the colonial tax systems that used to fund governments, so new nations struggled to pay for armies and bureaucracies. Economic hardship increased social tensions, making it harder for different groups to agree. Elites fought to protect their wealth, while marginalized groups remained excluded from power and wealth. The regional context mattered too. Instability in one country often spread to neighbors. Ideas of revolution, conflicts, and power struggles crossed borders, making it harder for any one country to stay stable. This interconnected chaos made building lasting peace even more difficult. Looking at Latin culture, these challenges show how the region's history and social structures shaped its political struggles. The long-lasting hierarchies and personal leadership styles, like those of Caudillos, reflected the cultural and historical realities of Latin America. The effort to balance regional diversity, social inequalities, and political authority created a complicated start for independence. Understanding this history helps explain why many Latin American countries faced repeated political crises. It also shows why creating stable, inclusive governments remains a challenge today. Addressing social inequalities and encouraging participation in democracy are key to overcoming the legacies of exclusion and authoritarianism that still influence the region.